Hi, it's Max. Welcome back to the Art of the Craft. Today we're going to be making a Caesar salad, and I'm sure you're thinking, oh, I've had those all the time, but we're going to be making it from scratch. The dressing, I'm going to show you the history of it and how all the ingredients come together. I think you're going to really enjoy this, and you probably won't bother with bottled stuff anymore. Let's get cooking. Okay, so Caesar salad dressing, believe it or not, actually originated in Mexico, Tijuana, I believe. A chef down there was putting it together, and the American author Julia Child actually went down and had the dish herself and brought it back. That's the original origins of this dish. So as you're sitting chomping on your Caesar salad, just remember it's actually from Mexico. There actually is no dairy in a Caesar salad dressing other than some optional cheese that you throw on at the end. The creaminess actually comes from emulsification, and what we're going to use is an egg yolk to do that. And as we agitate around the outside of the bowl, the water and fat and oil globules will all kind of come together, kind of like a mayonnaise, and that's where you're going to get your creaminess. Ingredients to a traditional Caesar salad are kind of across the board, but they're probably what you already have in your pantry. The first thing is obviously salad leaves. So you're going to get yourself some beautiful salad leaves here. I had these already washed and ready to go. Romaine is the traditional salad leaf that you would use. The next thing we want is a little bit of Dijon mustard. Dijon mustard is going to help with the emulsification. As we add that in, it'll make that salad dressing really creamy. Like I mentioned before, there is an egg yolk that we'll add. The egg yolk is really the star. That's what's going to give it all of that binding and creaminess together. The big question is anchovies or not anchovies? I am a definite anchovy guy. I've got about 3 anchovies in here that I've taken out, minced together, and put back in, so we'll add that. Trust me, it's not gonna taste like fish. And then in this bowl, I have a crushed garlic. Make sure that you put it through a garlic press or really mince it fine. If you're just chopping garlic and throwing it in your salad bowl, you're gonna end up with chunks of garlic. To this, I have 1 lemon, and then I also have a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce and a half a teaspoon of Tabasco sauce. And then lastly, like I said, a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese. This will just go on top, kind of as a flourish at the end. So as we go through this process, there are actually a couple ways to do the salad dressing. I'm gonna do it in the most traditional way I know, in one of these wooden bowls. If you use an immersion blender or food processor, all of the ingredients get pulverized, and so you'll end up with a very uniform salad dressing, which is great. It does a better job of emulsifying, but there's just no, you're not gonna get a little taste of garlic or a little taste of peppercorn in there, because it'll just be pureed to nothing. When you add extra virgin olive oil to those things, the high-speed blades will kind of oxidize the oil and turn it a little bit bitter. So if you are gonna do that, you're fine to add the canola oil or vegetable oil in the blender, but I would wait and hand whisk in the olive oil. Let's get started. This is just gonna go together in the bowl, and I'm gonna show you how it comes together in a great salad dressing. So the first thing we're gonna start with is our Dijon mustard. So just throw it in the bowl down here in the bottom. And then I have all of these anchovies. Again, make sure that you kind of chop them up or crush them as much as you can. They're going to get processed a little bit in the bowl as we mix things around, but the more you can do ahead of time, the better. And then we have our Worcestershire sauce, lemon, garlic, and Tabasco that we're all gonna add in there. And then lastly, our egg yolk. And as you can see, what I'm doing is tipping it to the side and just smashing any extra bits against the wooden bowl here. So to this, I'm gonna add a half a cup of, I think this is avocado oil. And now we're gonna start adding the olive oil. That's a great salad dressing right there. So now we're gonna take our beautiful lettuce leaves over here. I actually like to keep them whole or larger. I think it makes for a pretty presentation. I'm just gonna take these tongs and kind of toss them in very gently, because we don't wanna smash up the lettuce leaves. I like actually just using my hands because these lettuce leaves are so large and beautiful that you don't wanna damage them too much. There you have it, a very, very simple and quick Caesar salad dressing. Like I said, sometimes I can't resist, and I just go ahead and take it and use my hands because it's so good. I hope you enjoy. Make it for your family, and you'll never buy the store-bought stuff again. Catch you next time. that's where the white, the yellow, the dressing should be, it'll end up turning, it emulsifies it and turns it into a crispy